It's Sarah from the library, and I am so excited because today you're going to go on a nature walk with me. We're going to go out, explore, and see what types of cool plants and animals we can learn about. Before we get started though, we need to make sure we are safe. What steps do you think we need to take to make sure we're safe on our walk? Those are some great ideas. I'm going to show you the steps I take and the things I bring with me when I go on a walk to stay safe. First, most important right now, is a mask. Whenever you are out in public, you need to be wearing a mask. Right now I have mine off because I'm talking. But when I'm on the trail and if I'm around any people, I will have my mask on to keep me safe. Next, I'm bringing a backpack. This backpack is full of tools I have with me to stay safe when I'm out in nature. I have sunscreen to keep me safe from the sun. Today's a hot day, so I made sure to bring a full water bottle so I can keep drinking when I'm out. I have bug spray in case there's an area that's really buggy and full of mosquitoes. And I have a little first aid kit with things like hand sanitizer, Band-Aids, and cleaning wipes, just in case there's any sort of accident. Second step is when I go out on a nature walk, I always make sure to go with a buddy. It's more fun and it's good to have a second set of hands just in case something goes wrong. Today my buddy is my friend Leslie, who's also serving as my camera person. Thanks, Leslie. The third step, and the most important, is if the buddy you're walking with isn't a grown-up, you need to make sure to call a responsible grown-up like your parent or your guardian to make sure they know that you're going on a nature walk. You should check first and make sure it's okay with them, but then I like to call again just to make sure that the grown-up remembered. I'm going to call my mom so you can hear what it sounds like when you make a safety call. Hi Mom, it's Sarah. I wanted to make sure you remember that I'm going on a nature walk today. Yep, I'm walking with Leslie in Horseshoe Lake Park. We're going to be walking for about an hour. So yeah, I think at around 12:30, I'm going to give you a call just to check in and make sure that everything's going okay. All right, I'll talk to you later. Did you hear how I set a check-in time? That's a great extra step you can take just to make sure everything's going all right on your walk. All right, we're gonna get started. Masks on? Let's go. You can take a nature walk nearly anywhere, but my favorite place to do it is in a park like this. You see how there's a nice trail through the woods? That lets me get up and close with nature, but I don't have to worry about disturbing any plants or animal habitats. Habitats is a cool word. Do you know what it means? A habitat is where an animal lives, where they make their home, and a place where they can find food to eat. If we go off the path here, we might step in an animal's house or scare away food for them. So that's why we stay on the trail when we're taking our walk. Let's go. Do you hear that sound? It's really cool, huh? This sound is made by a type of locust called a cicada. They only live during the summer. In the winter, they bury themselves under the ground and sleep. But in the summer, they come out and they like to live in the trees and they make this loud sound, kind of like a chirping or a how would I describe it? Probably like a chirping. And that's how they call each other to find out where there's good food and where the other ones are. You can listen for them at your own house, but you have to be quiet, even though they're pretty noisy. Down by the riverbank is a great place to look if you want to try to find animal footprints. Look at what I found here. Based on the size of it and how it's sort of shaped similar to a dog footprint, I'm guessing this is from a raccoon who came down to the water to wash its food. The riverbank is the best place to look for animal footprints for 2 reasons. First, all animals have to come to the water to drink, so there's a lot of them that come through. And second, since the ground is so muddy, footprints stay in the dirt for a long time. The best tip I can give anyone going on a nature walk is to find a place where you can sit still and quiet for a while. It can be really hard, but I'm always amazed how many cool things I see when I sit still outside for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then all the animals start coming. This looks like a great spot, so we're gonna sit here and wait for a little bit and see what shows up. Now look here. We've just been sitting for a few minutes and look what showed up. This bird came and started taking a bath here in the river. Look at this over here. You see how this tree is sort of growing sideways, and you can see its roots stretching down. My guess is it started growing up here on the path, and then the dirt shifted to make this little cliff, and the tree was able to keep growing. It changed around the landscape with it. So now it has these cool sideways roots. And I bet there's a lot of animals that probably make burrows under those roots. None of them are showing up right now, but that'd be a great place for them to make a home. All right, let's keep going down the path. I'm gonna put my mask back on now that I'm done talking. All right, let's keep going, see what else we find. Look at the holes here in this tree. These are all made by a woodpecker. They like to eat the insects that live inside the wood of the tree. So they use their beak to drill a hole in the tree to get the bugs out. Sometimes you'll hear them. It sounds like a knocking sound. Hopefully we'll see an actual woodpecker or hear one later in our walk. Look at that. There in the grass, there's a deer. He's looking for food. Let's see if he's gonna pick up his head. Oh, can you see his antlers? That's how we can tell it's a boy deer. Only the boys grow antlers. They grow them in the early spring, and they keep them through the summer, and then in the winter, they shed them, they fall off. In the spring, the antlers are covered in a thin layer of fuzz, and the deer will rub the fuzz off on the trees. The bigger the antlers grow, the older you know the deer is. This one looks like he's had a couple pair of antlers grow. Whoa, look at these cool plants. I love learning about different types of plants, and I have a really cool app on my phone that I use for it. Let me show you. It's called Seek. It's a free app, and you can use it to take a picture of the plant, and it'll tell you all about it. This is apparently wild carrot, which is really cool. You can go in and it'll tell you where you can find it, what type of family it's in, and what months of the year is best to find it. This app, like I said, is free, but it does use data, so just keep that in mind if you're gonna use it. If you can't get it on your phone, there are also a ton of great books in the library you can check out to take with you on your walk to learn about the different plants you'll see. All right, let's keep going. This is so cool. This butterfly has adapted so it looks like a fall leaf. That is a great type of camouflage. It's what you call it when animals look a certain way to help hide them from predators that might eat them. This one, you wouldn't even be able to see it in the fall, and it blends in really well, either among the trees or if it has to go on the ground, it would hide with dead leaves that have fallen down from the trees. That is so cool that we were able to spot it this close. Butterflies are really important because when they eat, they like to eat the nectar from flowers, and they move around to spread that pollen that catches on their feet when they're eating the nectar. It spreads it around. It helps plants grow in different places, just like bees. I hear a bee. Oh, there's a bee down here too. He's doing its job. It's collecting the pollen, which it'll take back to its hive to make honey. And when it moves from flower to flower, that helps the different flowers grow. Bees are so important. Oh, cool. Look at this, guys. Let's try seek again and see what it'll tell us about this plant. It's clearly some type of fruit tree, but let's see if we can find out what type it is. There we go. I got it. It's an apple tree. In the spring, we'd see these white flowers on the tree, but now that it's partway through the summer, you can see these are the little baby apples starting to grow. By the time we get to fall, they'll be big and ready to eat. That's so cool. It's a little hard to see, but on that leaf right there is a dragonfly. It's got black wings and a long, skinny body. We're trying to point it out, but I think we just end up covering it up. There we go, right on that leaf right there. Oh no, it made the camera go blurry. That's okay. Oh, he moved to another leaf if you saw him. Dragonflies like to hang out by water, and there's a stream right behind us. They are very good flyers. They can dart around super fast in the air, and they can change position real quick. Oh, he's kind of showing off for us a little bit here. You can see his black wings with the white spot right on the top. That also helps him blend in among the dark, shadowy rocks on the water, which is good because they are a favorite food of frogs. It looks like we're at the end of the trail, so this is where I'm going to be saying bye to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this nature walk. I had such a fun time sharing all the cool things we found together. See you again soon.